Phoenix in a while. Been cooped up in the studio all day today, and thought I'd come out here and talk fantasy football with you guys and do a Q&A with you here on the streets of Phoenix. I was on Instagram for 2 straight hours pretty much doing a Q&A, and I thought, you know what? I owe YouTube the same respect and courtesy as I owe and granted Instagram. So we're here on the streets of Phoenix talking fantasy football. What's up, Vamp? Ask me a question. Let's go. Hit me with it, and I will do my best to answer all of you guys. So hit me with some questions. Go. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Robert? Robert in the house. What's up, Vamp? What's up, Treek? I was getting some tacos, so I was getting tacos here earlier. The reason I'm on the streets of Phoenix to begin with, I was getting tacos. They got the order wrong, but I had made Miss Smitty wait by doing an hour-long live stream, or it was a 40-minute live stream. I had the tacos for about 10 minutes beforehand, did the 40-minute live stream, then drove all the way home. It was about a whole hour that I was gone getting my tacos. Get home, the tacos are wrong. Completely wrong. Miss Smitty wasn't happy. Miss Smitty's got the gluten allergen thing going, so we had to come back and get more tacos. Miss Smitty's asleep. Doesn't matter. Tacos are in the car. I got the tacos in the car. I'm back here getting tacos again, but I thought, hey, I've been on this corner for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours in downtown Phoenix doing live streams. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're here. We're here at the taco shop getting tacos. Okay? They're in the car. We did eat partially. They let us keep the tacos, and they made us a new order of tacos. They were very, very nice of them. And so we kind of got a little bit full, and those tacos will be for tomorrow. Do I see the Packers getting Odell Beckham Jr.? The real question is, do we care? Do we care? Like, is Odell Beckham Jr. going to do anything? He's going to be very far removed from being healthy and playing like a true, NFL starter or fantasy football wide receiver, 2 or 3. He's just coming off an ACL tear that happened very recently. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be hard pressed to get out onto that field in week 1, and if he does, he's going to get hurt. So I'm going to say negative on that. I'm going to say negative, Ghost Rider. I'm not on board that train, pal. Do I think they could sign him? Sure. Do I think he's of value right now? No. Maybe later. Yeah, the streets of Phoenix, they're not that rough. We got something going on down here. I don't know what's going on down here. We got some guy yelling over here. But we'll be okay. Hit me with a question. What's up, Swaggy? Baked In Boys, what's up, Baked In Boys? Where do I draft A.J. Brown in redraft? 3rd round. It's real hard for me to draft A.J. Brown any higher than 3rd drafted player value. I think you're running the risk of passing on other players that have just a little bit more safety and value. I love A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown's going to ball out. I think Hurts is going to have an amazing year. I think Jalen Hurts could be a potential top 5 to 7 quarterback in 2022. So for sure. But I think drafting AJ any higher than 3.1 is just too high. Thoughts on Eli Mitchell? He's been falling a lot in ADP rankings, and for good reason. I mean, they drafted Price. He was banged up last year. As much as I like Eli Mitchell, and as much as your boy predicted Mitchell to happen, so many people, it's kind of frustrating. So many people say, Smitty, you really missed on Sermon last year. Did I? Or are you misremembering what Smitty said over and over and over again? Which was the fact that you need to have both. You need to have Eli Mitchell cuffed to Trey Sermon, that they're a duo. Every single time I pretty much mentioned, go get Sermon. Sermon could be good. I said Sermon and Mitchell cuffed together is a win a league type running back. What happened? Eli Mitchell pretty much was a league winner. Was he not? Absolute monster cuff situation. It was the cuffing and just the drafting of Eli Mitchell alone was a win-a-league move. And he was my number one waiver wire guy for the year for people that didn't listen and didn't grab him. So Eli Mitchell absolutely won leagues in 2022. Why was I even talking about that? What was the question? Oh, yeah, that I believe I have authority on the matter of Eli Mitchell. I believe I should be given and granted some sort of say and authority when it comes to predicting the Eli Mitchell situation, because your boy Smitty talked about it, and that was a guy a lot of people didn't want to have anything to do with. The question is, can he stay healthy? The question is he in a running back by committee? The question is, will Price Davis start some kind of, portion of the season? I think he definitely could. I think you're definitely looking at, I would say, Price starting at least 2, 3, 4 games. I think Mitchell probably gets hurt at some point. He probably misses some time. I think Sermon looks quick, and while I don't think Sermon's going to take a hold of the starting job, you definitely have a situation where there's just a lot of competitive players in that range. So I'm going to go ahead and say Mitchell probably is deserving of his drop in ADP, which is now around round 4 or 5. Whereas, he's starting to look like a pretty decent late third round grab in the early part of the offseason. I'm starting to question that now. I'm starting to think that it is better served to go after a different player, maybe attack something different, a different perspective of team building, than to go after Eli Mitchell. He just seems a little bit like an avoid. I would much rather just draft Price alone and attack the position or my draft entirely different. If Mitchell falls into late round 5, it's tempting because you can then cuff Price to Mitchell at a 5+ round, no sooner than 5+ round value range. I like that. Smitty, Bateman season is if Ravens get Jarvis. I like Bateman guys a little bit, but I'm not on the Bateman train. Am I predicting bust out of Bateman? No, I'm not. Am I predicting breakout out of Bateman? No, I'm not. Am I acting indifferent about Bateman? Yes. I'm indifferent about Bateman. I think Bateman's probably a good wide receiver 3 that a lot of you are going to draft as a wide receiver 2. I think that could be a mistake. Do I like Bateman as a 3-4 wide receiver with upside? I absolutely do. But do I think that Lamar Jackson's just guaranteed to turn the only man left standing into a high-end wide receiver 2 or some kind of wide receiver 1? No. I like Bateman. I do like Bateman. Seclan, I'm at Taco Cello on in downtown Phoenix. Do I like what was I saying? Where is it saying? I don't know. Oops, did not read comments about Bateman. No, it's okay. You can ask about Bateman. Bateman, thank you. Do I think Bateman can be a wide receiver 2, 3? Absolutely. But do I feel like Lamar's everyone? I think everyone's using this. He's available. He's the top option, next man up mentality. Like Bateman's got to be, some breakout because he's the only person left standing. And I know a lot of people kind of liked him anyway. And I'm not saying he can't be good, but I'm not buying him anywhere near low-end wide receiver 2 value. That's where a lot of people are trying to, that's what you got to spend to get Bateman. People are so amped up about Bateman. He's costing wide receiver 2, low-end wide receiver 2 value, or at least super high-end wide receiver 3 value, which I'm not totally against. I'm probably just not partaking. It doesn't mean I'm saying it's going to end disastrously for all of you that are spending wide receiver 3 value on him. I just find on more than 9 occasions out of 10 that I find a better player I like better than Bateman, where Bateman's going near in that third round or third wide receiver value range. So if Bateman's going in the third wide receiver territory for fantasy value, and I honestly think that I can get a player that's a little safer than Bateman, even at that value, if you know what I mean. Anything like the Tennessee offense not including Henry because I know you don't like him this year. Anything in the Tennessee offense? I mean, I kind of like Burks to a degree, but I don't necessarily think that Burks is going to be consistent or great right out of the gate. Not to mention that Burks will probably see a quarterback change at some point. I don't think Tannehill remains in command in Tennessee. Number one, he's not happy. Number two, you're talking about taking away his top weapon. So Tannehill's going to be vulnerable to bad play. Tannehill's probably going to be replaced at some point. He's not a great quarterback to begin with, and you take away his top weapon, that's not going to make him look good. Like, here he is trying to fight for his job and fend off Malik Willis, and you take away his top option, that's not going to help him. He's going to look pretty bad. He's going to look a lot lesser than he used to look. Now, I know Burks is a pretty good wide receiver, but that's a lot to ask of a rookie wide receiver to come in and help make a decent quarterback. He's decent, but a decent quarterback look good or great. I just think it's going to be hard for him. I think that you're probably looking at Malik Willis takeover at some point, and just because of all that chaos and unrest, it just means that we're probably looking at an up and down rookie year out of Burks, with maybe some flashes of brilliance at the end of the year and get us excited. Kind of think like Elijah Moore. You know, Elijah Moore did really good at the end of the year. I think we're definitely in the cards for something like that for Treylon Burks. Henry, I don't mind Henry at certain value, but I'm not taking Henry in the top 5, 6, 7 overall. Not even close. Bobby Trees coming off torn ACL, bro. You know, moving teams, never easy for a wide receiver. Moving teams with an ACL recovery, even harder. Bobby Trees, unfortunately, I'm not going to own Bobby Trees in 2022. Hey, Smitty, what are your thoughts on the Rams and Dolphins backfield? Rams backfield, I'm avoiding unless it's Kyren Williams alone. I like Kyren Williams as a stash, and I'm not drafting Akers no matter, where I'm getting him. Dolphins backfield's kind of a total avoid. Mostert's probably the most exciting. Gaskin is probably the most talented, but most likely to not even get used right away. Maybe that changes, but they just keep bringing in running backs. That's a total avoid. Unless you're getting one individual player really, really late, and that might be the case because there's so many running backs that it might actually be the case where you see a Gaskin fall to like the end of the draft, like Mr. Irrelevant pick, and then you need a running back, you take him. Or maybe Mostert doesn't go as high as you think because people are worried about all those running backs in that running back room. So there could be an opportunity to where the Miami Dolphin backfield actually looks attractive if they all start falling, but I don't know. Right now I'm going to say it's not a good look. Better to redraft Mahomes or Hurts? Mahomes. But that isn't to say that Hurts can't ball out and be as good. He possibly could have a 4,000 yard passing and 1,000 yard rushing season and have one of those most phenomenal seasons in fantasy we've seen. Like, that could happen. These people that have been all down on Hurts, they're hiding right now. They're hiding. After that A.J. Brown acquisition, they're either hiding or they're coming out with some kind of backtrack statement and prediction like, well, now he's got no excuses. So that you can say that in a way that's a little underhanded so that you can not be wrong if he does it. Like, it's so obvious that he's going to do well now. He's got no excuses to do it because the weapons and talent are there. He better do it now. We got a group of dudes coming over. We should ask them a fantasy question if they come across here. No, they're... Because I'm downtown, they got all these Suns fans everywhere in Phoenix. Could definitely interview some people. Once they walk by, we'll talk to them. John Mechie, where do you take him in Dynasty rookie drafts? I like Mechie a lot. I'd probably say anywhere in the second round is good for anybody. Like, you want to take Kyren Williams at number 15 overall, take him. You want to take Mechie at 15 overall, take him. You want to take Tyler Algier at 19 overall when he's like a third or a fourth round, or sometimes undrafted. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what time it is, you don't understand the assignment, and you might not even see Tyler Algier go in the top 3 rounds of any rookie draft you do. Who cares? Don't let somebody get cute. Don't let somebody that knows that player or watch football games for that team or whatever, like that was their college that they love to watch or something. Like, people don't know what they're doing after they get past about pick 15 or 12 in a rookie-only draft, and people start reaching for names they recognize or that are ranked highest. And if you start thinking too much about, oh, let me try and get a value in the later rookie-only draft, you're out of your mind. Take your guy you want. Don't wait on Rachaad White to fall to 2.4 because his ADP can go to 2.2 to 2.4. If you're at 1.8, don't mess around. Take Rachaad White. Take a guy that can literally be a top 10 running back in the NFL. I know that you're going to say, Smitty, wait a minute. You like Breece Hall as a top 10 running back. You like Kenneth Walker as a top 10 running back. You like Rachaad White as a top 10 running back. You can't like all three, Smitty. You can. I'm not predicting all three will for sure be top 10 running backs. You're playing odds games and percentages when you're talking about guys like that. But if used properly, Rachaad White standalone, just talking Rachaad White only, is capable of that. Breece Hall, top 5. Kenneth Walker, capable of top 5 overall value. All in themselves, just looking at one player at a time, they all have a percentage chance of being a top 10 running back. Doesn't mean all three will be, but I absolutely love Rachaad White. I'm not waiting on Rachaad White. I'm taking Rachaad White as soon as I feel like I have to. If I don't have another pick, if I've got like the 1.8, 1.7, and I don't have another pick in the second round at all, I'm not going to get cute and try and draft based on ADP or what other people are doing. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that at all. With rookie-only stuff, all you got to do is draft to a certain degree using ADP in the first round, right? Because you want to take advantage of values. You can trade down. People love trading up and down in the first round. Once you get into the second round, just grab your guy. Once you get near 12 overall, grab your guy. Kyren Williams at 12 or 13 is just fine. Rachaad White at 7 or 8 over versus 2, whatever. Doesn't matter. Grab your guy. Don't even worry about it. Get a little sketchy out here, to be honest with you. I have to keep watching my back. Phoenix at nighttime changes a little. We're still in front of the taco shop. This is where we've been pretty much the last 3 hours. I've come back and parked again to get my tacos, but I've literally been shooting the Shiat here on Instagram for 2 straight hours, and now I'm here. What's up, media? Now I'm here re-picking up the remade order of tacos. Miss Smitty's asleep, fast asleep, doesn't even know I'm gone. I'm out here doing 2 lives, 1 Instagram hour live stream. Now I'm here for a YouTube hour live stream because that's how we do it. That's how Dad did it. We're doing it live, and I work for you. Yeah, I got tacos in the car. I'm going to eat one of them when I get home, even though they're supposed to be for tomorrow, because we kind of already ate the bad tacos. They messed up the whole order. So Miss Smitty grabbed, a couple of the corn ones that were all messed up. They had onions all over them. She hates onions. They were mixed in everywhere. She was not a happy camper. I didn't even need to throw the sad face filter on her. She was doing it on her own. She wasn't happy. So came back and got tacos. We're just going to use them for tomorrow. But they were kind enough to remake them for free. And I think they even refunded my order. They were good. This place is good. They got great food. I recommend them. Taco Cello here in Phoenix. Anybody behind me? Am I gonna get shanked? Okay. At least we got some friends down that way that can help me if something goes awry. Yeah, AZ's got good food. Swaggy, what's up, pal? Vamp, I love that you're here, pal. Appreciate you. That's a YouTube exclusive member right there. Vamp's the man. Vamp's the man. If you're a YouTube member, I'll yell your name in the streets of Phoenix. Do we have any other YouTube members in here? Vamp is Vamp the only one so far tonight? If you're a YouTube exclusive member, you get on the what's up? No, not Niner by Nature. Just because Niner by Nature drops so many super chats. Terry Roberts. Any of my YouTube exclusive members, I will yell your name out in the streets of Phoenix. But more importantly than getting your name yelled out, if you're a YouTube exclusive member, now I just feel like I got Tourette's. Freak! T-Bone! Tariq! Media! If you're a YouTube exclusive member, you get access to the Sunday Zoom calls, which Vamp needs to take more advantage of, I might add. But you get on the live exclusive calls. Kenny Powers! Get on those live Zoom calls. So jump on those Zoom calls. We just talk shop every Sunday. We get on a Zoom call. You don't have to have your mic turned on or your camera turned on. You just jump on the Zoom call and roll. Smitty grinding heavy in the street. I am, bro. Police pursuit. The police don't. Dude, yelling and screaming down this way, that ain't gonna get anything. They're like, that's just part for the course, yelling and screaming in Phoenix, bro. Phoenix is weird. I like Phoenix a lot. I love the vibe out here. I could live in one of these, up here. This would be fantastic. That would be my style. I'd love to see the chaos. Watch it from above. I do live streams on the balcony up here. I really wish I could live downtown in a sky rise. I do love my house and built my studio in it. I can't go anywhere. But, if I did have to choose another location, the problem is your HOA fees and shit will be through the roof out here. In downtown Phoenix area or anywhere like in a city like this. If you were to, I bet you the HOA for these places like right here, can you imagine having one of these? I love these storefronts because you have your home up above and you have your storefront down below. I'd have my fantasy football show. I'd do like live streams from the window and everything. I thought about that when I was looking for a house. That would be dope. You could like walk in if you wanted. But I bet you the HOA fees are like a mortgage all on their own. I imagine the HOA in like in a place like that with a storefront and a home above it. I'd probably say the HOA is probably, I don't know, $700 to $900 a month. I would imagine at least $500 to $900 a month. It'd be an insane HOA. So living in a house, you benefit a little bit more to living in a house here. But I'm sure that's the same everywhere. Do you go to Mexico a lot? Not anymore, Vamp. Not anymore. Not anymore, Vamp. Are you asking that as a joke because you know the story, or are you seriously asking me, do I go to Tijuana? Because that's a sore subject for me, pal. Okay, you're breaching on creating some PTSD. Guys, the Cup League, Terry says. Join the Cup League. Nick says Amari Cooper, ? I don't know about Amari Cooper, pal. I like him. Is he a wide receiver 1 in fantasy? No. Is he a really good wide receiver 2? Potentially, yeah. Especially when Deshaun gets back. We'll see. You haven't heard the story. I went down to Tijuana when I was young. I had the hoop earrings and the leather jacket and just I thought I looked like a regular punk. I was a punk. And I went down there, this is like in mid-college. Went down there, got hog-tied by the federales, tossed in the back of probably a fake police car, driven into an alley and robbed and left. And so, I don't really go back there anymore ever since that that moment. But, it was an experience for sure. Haven't heard the story. Were you at the Suns game? No. From LA to AZ to Florida, Swaggy says. Lamb or Chase by a mile. I mean, you guys, I love Lamb, but Jamar Chase is arguably a top 4 overall player in Redraft and Dynasty. Like, Lamb's not a first rounder, so that's not close. That's take a lap worthy, alley-oop. Take a lap. No, I was not at the Suns game, but I've seen a lot of the Suns people filing out left and right. I do like Lamb this year. It's Lamb's season for sure, but it's Jamar Chase owns the league. Lamb's just playing in it. Lamb's dominating. Lamb's gonna have a season. He's gonna have a day. Lamb's gonna have a Lamb season, but he's still playing in Jamar Chase's league. I'm going to the Cards and Raiders game this fall, says Justin. Thoughts on Kittle in 2022? I mean, the problem with Kittle is, like, you could tell somebody he's not the best tight end in fantasy, and then they get all upset if they're a Niner fan. But, like, he's not the best tight end in fantasy, and he just isn't. He's used as a blocker. He's too good at blocking. You know, he can be really good, but he's also injury prone. So it's like, I don't know that Kittle's top 5 in fantasy. It's just a matter of fact. It's not like I'm trying to crap on his talent. His talent's immense. You know, he's one of the most talented tight ends in the league. But we went to Tijuana a lot during college, but I feel like it was much safe. Yeah, it's not safe to go to Tijuana right now. Like, you got to be out of your mind. Chase is playing in the Jets League. Chase is playing in you're talking about Justin Jefferson's league. No, they're playing in, they share the ownership of the league, bro. It's Jefferson and Chase and Jefferson. They're equals, bro. They both hold 50% ownership of the NFL. Hey, Smitty, Harris, Javonte, Swift, or Mixon half PPR. Harris and Javonte are first rounders. Swift and Mixon are top of the second round pick. So your question should be between Harris and Javonte alone. Javante's ADP's in the second round now, so Harris is the only player you mentioned that lives in round 1. So if you're talking about value, it's Harris. If you're talking about who I'd just rather have, if value didn't matter, I'd take Javonte. But I think Harris is right there. Harris and Javonte, I take Harris. I draft Harris way earlier than I draft Javonte because I'm going to use my brain, and brain tells you ADP will have Javonte down in the second round. Where do you have Dobbins? I'm avoiding Dobbins at all costs. He's in a running back by committee. They just signed Mike Davis. Lamar Jackson vultures touchdowns. They always run a running back by committee, and J.K. Dobbins is coming back from a torn ACL. So there's so many red flags there, I can't even list them all. Desperation move for Damian Harris-Stevenson combo at running back 2. Thoughts? Desperation move? I mean, I wouldn't trade him low because you have the duo, and Harris is going really high. Harris's trade value is pretty fantastic right now. He's going like at the end of round 3, top of round 4. You could trade him for a Waddle and do very well. You know, so cross position trades will probably work best because running backs are always a necessity for people, so they'll overpay. Whenever you're talking about a player like Damian Harris who's got questionable value, but you still got good value, but will people really pay for it? I would say trade across position. It solves your problems most of the time. Lamb will overtake Chase and JJ this year. Alley-oop says no. I mean, I love Lamb, bro, but he ain't taking over both. Like, could something happen where one got banged up? Sure, but no, it's Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. CeeDee Lamb is literally a top 5 to 6 wide receiver for sure. So you're not going to get me to argue with you about it, but let's not get carried away, bro. Lamb will, let's see, Smitty, are we still drafting around June 1? Yes, in the Cooper Cup League, we'll be starting on June 1 probably. Could be a little later. Maybe we delay it by 10 days. It depends on how many spots we have left to fill. I think we got like 12 to 15 spots left. Get in the Cooper Cup League. Do it now. Don't miss your opportunity. I got meetings in the morning, about to bounce. Thank you, Vamp. Appreciate you being here. Good evening, Smitty, everyone. Lamb season, let's go. That's right, D2W Stu. Guys, D2W Stu needs our help. D2W Stu, post your... I don't know if I can do this from my phone. Tomorrow during the 7 p.m. live stream, come in here and let me know you're in here. Remind me, and I'm gonna drop the link to my tweet. And basically, he's got a GoFundMe going. D2W Stu, he's got a GoFundMe going. I'd like to help him out, so anybody that can. Guy's going through a lot right now, and he's a good dude. He's one of us, and you know we need to take care of our people. So D2, I'll drop that link tomorrow's live stream for you, pal. Alley-oop's gonna take a lap. Okay. Alley-oop, take a lap, then come back and hang out, says Kenny. Who are the best top 3 deep dynasty sleepers? That's a loaded question that I need more time to really give you a very solid answer. I mean, I'd have to, like, I don't want to put myself in a box, you know, and give you my top 3. I'll just say there are a lot of guys I like Rachaad White, Tyler Algier, the running back for the Falcons, rookie. He's very deep. Rashad White, I like to potentially be a fantasy football starter. All that stuff. Smitty, you still haven't sent me the email for the Cup League. I know. I'm going to do that tonight, pal. Remind me tomorrow if you don't see it by tomorrow. But yeah, I will send it to you. I got your email just not too long ago when you sent it to me. So I've been out doing this taco thing for I've been literally coming here. I've been here, went home, ate the messed up tacos that the order was messed up. They tasted good, but they just weren't the right order. Came back and got the order again. I've literally been at this taco shop for 3 hours, Swaggy. You have to cut me some slack. D2W, appreciate you being here, man. What else are we doing? What else we got here? Smitty, going to head out since I got to wake up super early to catch a flight. Have a great one. Where are you going, media? Have a good night. Where are you flying to? Will ice cream help, media? What else you guys got? Hit that thumbs up on your way in or out the door. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. Your boy Smitty's hard at work. We're still here. We're still here. My phone died. My phone died and it's still alive. That's great. All right, well, hey, I got to run. I got to get home anyway. Okay? But that's hilarious. That's hilarious. We're heading out. We're done for the night. That's good to know you can resume your live after your phone dies. That's pretty insane. Okay, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Tacos are cold again, but I'm going to go home and eat one of them anyway. I'll put it up on my Instagram stories. I always put my food and what I eat, whether some of you care. I have people that DM me. They literally say, Smitty, if you post another image of your food on your Instagram, I'm going to unfollow you. And I say, well, bye. Well, bye. Because that's who I am. Okay. My Instagram stories is all about my story. And part of my story is what I eat for lunch and what I eat for breakfast, what I eat for dinner. If I got a snack, a midnight snack, if I'm making a video, my Instagram stories tell a story. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on a lot of like personal, like this is what I do throughout the day. So I'm going to go home. I'll post the tacos on the Instagram stories. You guys will find out. I'll maybe tell a little bit of the story. And then, I'll get back to work because I got videos to create. I got a little Netflixing to do. I might take a little time for myself. I've done 3 straight hours of live streaming. 2 on Instagram, 1 on YouTube. I think I deserve a little bit of me time. So I think I'm going to do a little Netflixing. Appreciate all of you. I will talk to you all later. See you on Instagram and my stories later. And I might use YouTube stories a lot more. I need to start doing that. Maybe I'll do one right now. Yeah, I'm going to put an Instagram story up about the taco shop right now. Then I'm going home. Later.